Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we are taking a look at the Transformers Legacy Rescue Bots Chase. And he is pretty good, especially for what I am going to be calling kind of a prototype for Cliff Jumper, because same body type, like perfectly matching Cliff. I wish I had the money for that 4-pack just for Cliff Jumper, but c'est la vie. This guy's really freaking cool. Like, I very much like this figure. He, aside from, Strong Arm, probably one of the better Autobot police guys. Police people. Though, not that that's hard, considering Prowl and, somewhat what, Chrome Dome did during the comics. But anyway, c'est la vie. Once again, this is a really cool figure. Paint scheme is pretty good. I've done a wee bit of mods on my current figure, just color-wise. Taillights I picked out in silver and then red. I put silver and red on silver on the tires. And I also did a bit of silver here for the grading, just because I think it looks a little nicer. I wanted to get the smokestacks to be silver as well. Unfortunately, didn't happen, and neither did the little emblems here that I wanted to get picked out in gold, just to kind of show them off a bit. Unfortunately, because of just where they're placed, they rubbed off really quickly, so I just decided I wasn't going to continue with that. Well, other than that, for official paint, let's take a look at that head. Not there. There he is. Down a little bit. Down a little bit. There we go. Much better. And I very much like this head. I love the, you get the old-fashioned kind of police helmet look with the police logo right there on the top. You get the shades. The very big kind of under chin is very unique. I dig that actually a lot. That looks really cool. You have a little bit of, well, just kind of like inner helmet detail, which is really cool. Back of the head, you kind of get like another sort of like a drone face. Like, if you were to pick this out in, like, silver and then change the colors however you wanted, you could get your own little auto trooper build out of that. You know, if you're into that kind of thing. Yeah. That's actually that's kind of nifty. They even kind of cut out, like, a spot for where a, quote, nose would be. And you have the hinge, or the excess part here. Kind of makes it look like a face. Huh. I never actually knew that. That's actually cool. Or, I never really looked at that. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, you got a nice port here on the side. Some good, like, actual, like, mold detail going in for the sides of the car and everything. Or the arms. Picked out. Very nice. Take off the weapon here. Yeah. Honestly, like, I very much enjoy a lot of the detail on this car, which is why I picked out a lot of the grille detail in silver. Was because they didn't do anything with that really nice silver kind of detailing on the car. And that sucked because this, like, his car mode is really friggin' good. So why would you not add stuff to that? Yeah. He is very well detailed. Like, you can even see they did some really nice detailing here on the inside of the calf here. You get little, I guess they're like little vent things on the inside of his leg there. Yeah. He stands pretty well too, actually, which is nice. The way that they designed the feet really do kind of help make him stand really nicely. He's got a good solid base. I can shake the table really well, and that actually works really nice. For articulation, as you saw, head is on a ball joint, so you do get a very nice full 360, which is awesome possums. Arms can go out, unfortunately, about that far. again, you can kind of get the Suck-It Magnus, whoosh, but not entirely. It's a very limited Suck-It Magnus. You do also, because of the transformation, you do kind of, unfortunately, his arms do kind of like the fall down, which stinks. And because of the back wing section here, you can't get a full 360. You can kind of, sort of, if you bend the wings a bit on the back here. I don't like to do that because it would kind of hurt. it would hurt to bend all this plastic and everything. Morally, not physically. Obviously, you get a mushroom joint here, so you get full 360 here at the bicep, and then just about 90 degrees of bend at the elbow, and then you get an in and out moving wrist joint, which is nice. And that works on both hands. You also get the I don't even know what the heck these are supposed to be on his arms. I thought they were like blasters, and then I remembered, oh wait, no. Young kids show, so they didn't actually have any real guns or anything. But I mean, you can kind of make it because they are blast effect compatible, so you can do that, which is cool, which is nice. You can get a red pew pew and a blue pew pew, or if you really want to mess with colors, go this way. Haha. Nope, that doesn't, nope, that hurts my OCD. Yeah. So there is that. You get a very nice waist rotation right here, which is awesome. And again, they have probably, in my opinion, the best like hip joints that they have ever designed, because it's just the hip portion here, and then you can move the entire skirt around, which is amazing, and I love that. Unfortunately, you get an amazing front kick, but because of this piece right here, you don't get that much backward. Like, you have to really bend the knee back to even kind of make it look like he's going for a really good kick there, which stinks. You do also get a wonderful split, which is awesome. He's still more flexible than me. You get a upper thigh rotation, which is awesome, so you can bend him all the way around. And then you just get a pretty decent ankle pivot there. He stops, so you can give him a very nice A stance, which is pretty good. And then he also comes with this translucent, I was about to call it green, translucent blue claw piece, which is very nice. It is very cool. And you can take the little claw pieces off. You can give them to him to kind of hold. He has a little claw dagger looking thing, or he uses it to climb. If you rotate it around, you can climb with that. Or you can plug them in here, and now he really has something to climb with. Clang, clang. And actually, it holds pretty well too. Like, I can kind of hold on to it, lift them up, and just kind of, just as long as I'm, holding it like this, you can actually get a pretty decent thing out of that, or a holding claw thing out of it. Wow, I'm blanking on words here. Yeah. And then all you have to do is make sure that the side here, close that up, and there you go. He can now hold his claw weapon. Or if you prefer him actually having, a proper pew pew gun, take out the claws, remove the blue or the red circle joint, close that in, and there you have Cliff Jumper's tri-cannon, tri-blaster thingy from Prime, but because this is painted in silver and then you just have the blue here, it doesn't look right. So I just kind of keep it like that. It makes sense that he would have a little bit more of like a limited stinger type weapon, kind of like Bumblebee. And yeah, there's that. He looks cool. He looks awesome. He looks badass. Looks like a decent kind of cop guy. Kind of, sort of, possibly. Just close these back up. There we go. And for comparison, move him over here. We have him next to Not Inferno. You can see kind of how they're going there. And they look pretty good together. I'm actually kind of looking forward to seeing Heatwave, seeing what they do with Heatwave. Because I wouldn't mind getting more actual fire engine vehicles. So yeah, there's that. Here he is next to Leadfoot, because if I remember correctly from the show, they had a Decepticon who turned into a race car. And it was Formula 1 style, so Leadfoot's there. And here we have him next to Optimus Prime. Because of course. And yeah. So there is that. Yeah, and that's basically it for the robot mode. So, getting down to transformation, we will lower the camera a bit. There we go. Zoom in a bit. There we are, there we are. So, first thing we are going to do is take off the claw section. Put that off to the side, there we go. And then we will take the entire chest, well, first we will take the chest piece here. We will open that up, and then we will use the part we just lowered to open it up a bit, and bring that all the way up, and then close this so that we now have a nice flush roof section. And then we take the legs, and this is something I thought is really freaking cool for the transformation. We will open up the entire leg section and then open the side shin even more, rotate the foot down, flip down the light, and then flip in the heel. And then we just bring that out, and then we already have a full front end of the car just sitting right there. And then we just do the same on the other side. So open up, rotate down, bring it in, and then we just tab in. So there are tabs going all along the side here, especially down in the gray plastic. So you want to tab this into that slot and that into this slot. Tab the legs together. Make sure that they're nice and tightly squozen together. And, okay, so want to tab in the front section of the car first. Then make sure the entire armature section here is good. Then we bend him at the waist. Bring him all the way down. And then you want to make sure that the white section here goes underneath the car or the hood of the engine block. So you just want to angle down the roof, and then you can click it into place just like that. Then we take the arms, rotate them all the way around, and just make sure that they are straightened out, like so. And then you want to bring them back on the armature hinge, like so. And then they will just tab themselves into place. So there's a tab right here, in nice and white. Just want to make sure that it folds into the back of the tail light here, just like so. And then you want to make sure that the arm itself has this tab here going into right about over here. If you can kind of see it in the darkness and in the shade. Put that in. There we go. And then finally flip all that down. And here we have Chase in his very nice vehicle mode. So, going into the details of this wonderful, I want to say Dodge Charger. I'm not a big car guy, I'm sorry. He definitely kind of reminds me of the Charger though. Maybe a bit more of like the more modern kind of stuff. See, if we ever get another like Earth mode barricade that's not G1ified, definitely this would definitely suit like a the Last Night barricade kind of mold. Just don all black, get rid of the siren things on the side, and yeah, I think this would look great as a barricade too. Yeah, so you have the vents going down the roof of the car. You have the grill here already done nicely in silver. Mine will stay. That's kind of a problem I have with mine. There's just this one large gap line that just goes right through the hood of the car, and I can, no matter how much I squeeze, I can't seem to get it to actually go in, and it's kind of annoying. You have the nice little, I want to say fog lights underneath here that I actually did myself. I picked those out in silver and yellow just to kind of match the lights here up at the top. Again, the wheels I did in silver, and then it's just the nice body paneling here for the arms. The wings don't like to stay in on mine either. It's a little annoying. Yeah, there's that one, and let's try it again here. There we go. There we go. Now I got it. But yeah, so there's that. Again, I tried to pick out the exhausts out in silver as well, but again, just because of where they're placed, it's a little hard to. I did the back section here, the lights here, to make them stand out a bit. All in all, I was a little disappointed when he came out of the box. He was very plain and just a little... He was a little too toyish, in my opinion. Like, there was not a lot of paint on this guy, which kind of stunk. So that's why I added a bunch of, smaller little paint details, because just to make this figure just pop that little bit more. And you can actually you can attach the weapon on the back, so he just has a giant translucent claw sitting on the back, or you can rotate. Oop, I dropped it. I caught it. You can rotate the claws up very nicely. Kind of reminds me of the Tesla claw from Ratchet and Clank, a little bit. Rotate like that, and then you have a bit of energy shooting out in the middle here. Bzz, bzz. Good kind of work. Anyways, rotate the claws up like so, and then you place them down like that. That's how I like to kind of do it, but there are specific grooves that they've already done molded into the plastic for here, so you just kind of close that in. There you go. And like I said, I love this vehicle mode. Like, it's a really nice vehicle mode. He rolls kind of really nicely, not on this surface just because it's wood, so can't really get a whole lot of really good movement out of that, like out of the tires, but he rolls quite nicely. Yeah, so put him off to the side. Here he is with not Heatwave, so you can just kind of see the differences here between a fire truck and a police car. And again, this is just seeing these two together is actually making me kind of real excited for Heatwave to come out, and makes me wonder what kind of body type they're actually going to use, or if they're just going to do an entirely different, like an entirely new figure. Yeah. So there's that. Here he is with a Formula 1 race car that is somehow on the road, i.e. Leadfoot. So Chase is going to have to quite literally chase him down. Yeah. Let's see what he looks like up against a Formula 1. They match pretty well, actually, which I'd find a little surprising. Yeah, so there's that. And, of course, here he is next to Optimus the frickin' Prime. And they look good together, actually. Like, they do pretty well together. But yeah. So there's that. And that is it for Autobot Chase. I very much like this figure. Like, he is a very nice looking figure. I dig the vehicle mode, like, most of all. That's actually how I mainly have him displayed. But I really enjoy it. Like, he is a very good update for the fans of Rescue Bots. The vehicle mode is pretty spot on from what I've seen in other comparisons to his original Rescue Bots toy, all the way down to the side elements here that I still have no idea what they're supposed to be. This looks like a horn. like one of the megaphone horn. So maybe that's what that is. And then this is just like a... I don't know what they're supposed to be. I'm always confused about what they were supposed to be. They just look like random squares and circles. But yeah, so that is it for Chase. I hope you have enjoyed. And yeah. So have a good rest of your day, night, or whenever you watch this video, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye, everyone.